Hello class, welcome to another Miss Kramer's art class. Today we're creating these adorable little paper plate turtles. They're really easy and fun to make. And this one is my favorite. It's just like a little baby turtle. With this one, we use the whole paper plate. But in this video, I would like to teach you this one because it only uses mainly one paper plate. So and some scrap paper at the most. Okay, so let's get started on this one. What we're gonna need is a paper plate. So let's get a paper plate. Just double check. Sometimes there are two and you just need one right now. And what we're gonna do is, first part, do you see the rim here? We're gonna outline the rim and make this a little pointy here. So instead of straight, just make these sides a little pointier, like a little point here. You're gonna go along this line, but where you wanna face the tail and the head, just do a little more pointier, so it looks more like a shell. And I'm starting with a marker right away. You can do the same, just start right away with the marker. Then, when you outline it, make one line here to the front where the head is gonna be, and one line here where the tail is gonna be. After that, you're gonna take our scissors and we're gonna cut it along what we drew. So just go ahead and cut it. Here, 1 and 2. Now we have this part, which is our shell, and we are going to also cut some fins. So the sea turtle's fins in the front are a little longer than in the back. So we're gonna use this, cut it in half, fold one side, cut it in half, and then watch this on both sides. Just round the edges. So when there is a sharp triangle here, you're gonna round it and round that. And then cut off the sharp edges. So it's nice round fin. Okay. For this part, you will need a tape, or teacher can help you staple. For the ease of the video, I'm gonna staple here, but you might have a tape too. So you can staple your fin. Okay, now we're gonna decide how this fin is gonna go. You can position them any way, like the way the turtle is gonna be swimming, okay? So remember, you wanna round the edges, so you're gonna cut out that corner here. Round the edge. These are such cute baby sea turtles. And I'm gonna staple mine in. You can tape yours in too. With the leftover here, what we're gonna do is fold it in half and then put this one away and fold this one in half, because we want the hind fins in the back fins to be about half the size of the front fins. So and we're gonna do the same. So you don't need to round this part because we're gonna tape it or staple it here. But remember, we're gonna round the fin here. So cut off the edges nicely, just like we did before for our sea turtle. Same thing on this side. We're gonna round this up and cut the round part. Nice and easy, like so. Okay, now we're gonna use this last leftover for the head. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw a shape like this, almost a circle. Almost a circle. So we're going straight and then round. It's like an oval letter C that we did, round it up. And we're going to add our head right underneath the shell somewhere. Right there is good. And you can make it smaller if you like a smaller head, round it like a letter C and staple it here or tape it. You might have a tape at your table. Okay, now we're gonna start working on our shell. So for the simplicity, we're just gonna start with almost a circle, but it's like an organic shape, so it can have pointy ends, just like a shape of an eye, like here. We can have a little pointy ends, but it's like an organic shape. We're gonna do in the middle, like a line in the middle, like a ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 through the middle. Then after that, let's do these little round shapes around the edge, like upside down U's. Let's do that all around. Upside down U's or rainbow shapes. And when you have that, connect in between each U, connect that to the middle. Like that. Now you can get a different color or use the same color and outline the middle. Just follow the shape, and we're gonna follow shape inside of here too. Just do like little circle in each of that shape that you just made. Just made those lines. And in these shapes as well, we're gonna add that too. Like little circles everywhere. You can go pretty fast with this. Let's do another one. So another shape with the darker color. Make it even smaller and more detailed. I'm just making smaller circles in each of these shapes. See how detailed it's starting to look like? And I thought maybe now I'm gonna do mine, I'm gonna color it all yellow. So it's gonna blend all of those different greens together and unite them with that yellow. And if you have black, if you like and have black on your desk, you can even go and take your time putting these low lights instead of a highlight. You can outline everything with black too and give it even more dimension. Just like so. You can go around and around, giving it a little bit more dimension, adding more shapes in. And just shading, like it doesn't have to be a full shade. It can be just giving that low light, and instead of highlight like we did with yellow, now we're doing it with giving some darker areas, some shady areas to the shell. like around the edges and things like that. Okay, now we're done with the shell. Now we can go work on our awesome fins and the head. Okay, so what you notice with this paper plate, it already has all these awesome ridges. See that ridge? It already has all of that texture. It's all done for us already. So because of that texture, what we're gonna do is, I have a couple of them already done here. We're gonna create all of these details by outlining the little bumps. By outlining the bumps, you're gonna add all of these awesome textures to your turtle. Okay, so we can use the marker. I'll use the green one since that's what I did here. Maybe I should use a different color though, just so I have slightly different color on the body and then slightly different color on the legs, fins, so that I have a little bit of a contrast. It's called contrast. So why don't I just use pencil first, or the black one. If you have a black marker, use the black marker to start outlining these shapes. And if you have a pencil, use your pencil, and you can darken the pencil by outlining these shapes, going around them, bringing them out, and then all these little shapes down on the bottom, also outline them. Make like little rectangles here on the bottom. Okay, so I hope you can see this well. So, and then just a few little lines going this way, how you outlined it, and maybe a few more round shapes this way. And that already gives us a really nice texture to it. And let's do it on the other side again. So all I did was I follow the bump, and I'm outlining the bump around the paper plate where it's bumpy. So I know you can see it fine. Then I'm gonna add these rectangles on the side like I did here. And a few lines going this way in between each of these. And you can darken it and shade it a little bit too. And then a few lines and circles going this way too. Okay. And we can shade it as much and take our time. For the sake of the video, I'm gonna keep going. So I'm gonna do eyes, and I'm gonna do a half circle here and a half circle here. And I'm gonna shade this in like so, right? And I'm gonna do a little nose, nostrils here. And then I'm gonna outline all these spots again that the paper plate already gives me. So I'm outlining all of these bumps. I'm gonna do a few more little circles to give it more texture. Isn't she adorable? And we're gonna do the same thing on the back. So we're gonna outline all the texture here. And I'll do a rectangle here. And a few little circles here. And you can do lines for the toes, I suppose. The claws, I think you can call it. And a few round shapes around the edges. Okay, what a cute little baby turtle. I think I like to do a little bit of yellow highlights on this and make it a little lighter. And blend over the pencil with my yellow marker right in the middle. And what I'm gonna do next is I'm just gonna blend some green on the edges, like so. I'm gonna leave some white areas as well. I'm gonna outline that. And if there is time in our class, we can even blend it more by adding just a little bit of water to our turtle and blend all those colors in, like so, and make it look a little more like a watercolor. That will be the last step to creating a fantastic little sea turtle. Doesn't it look like a sea turtle running to the ocean that just hatched? Well, it's a little bigger, but isn't it super cute? And I hope you enjoyed this lesson of creating the sea turtle out of one piece of paper plate. And now it's your turn. See you in next art class. Bye-bye.